let's see. I'm Ken Williams. Today I'm going to give you an update on our Refit project on North Star. As you'll see, what I'm going to do is go through some of the boat where we're working and show you what the boat looked like before, and then show you what we're shooting for, what we think it'll look like when it is finished. And then I'll show you the scary way the boat looks currently, that we're working and you need to rip things apart before you can start putting them back together. And if you're like me, you'll take a look at it and go, oh my God, how are they going to put this thing back together? And with that, we'll get rolling.
Hi, I'm Roberta Williams. Ken asked me to talk a little bit about the interior design of the salon or saloon, and because I'm basically been working on the interior design, new furnishings, rugs, window coverings for new cabinets, new everything really. I mean, a lot is changing in the interior. So we're going to talk about the saloon right now, or the salon. And you see the original, now you're seeing the original architectural design or layout of the salon. And it's got some curvatures. It's got some curved couch on the starboard side, and then up in the forward port side, you see a roundish settee, and then over on the starboard side, you see a kind of a roundish bar area. So it wasn't exactly designed exactly like that originally. So now we're going to look at what the boat looked like when we bought it, and how the owners then furnished the salon. So you see that it's pretty simple. It's very casual, and where it looks nice, but I wanted to have more softness to it, more light to it, a little more comfort to it. So we basically removed most of what's there, and now you see specifically I wanted to show you that we removed some of the cabinets and on the starboard side, and the up in the starboard forward corner where the bar is, we took out the whole bar area, and Ken wanted to have his desk, and we also wanted to have a bar that worked better for us. We're not really people that work behind a bar and serve drinks. We're just more like, we'll go to our wine cooler and pick out a bottle of wine and open it up and just sort of share it or drink it. And that's all we really do as far as bars. So we had the whole corner up in the forward starboard side, which looks like I'm maybe a little for me, the way I'm looking, it's over there on that side. But anyway, had it removed and had new cabinetry made. So it will look basically like what you're seeing now. In that corner, there's Ken's desk, and then next to it, we added just a very simple bar with a wine cooler underneath, and that's that corner as you kind of see it as the rendering shows. But now you're going to see the reality. And here I am in the salon. This is a video where I've got my two dogs, and it's cold. We have no heat, so we're all covered up. And it's a mess. We've got boxes and things, all over, and really no place to sit. And it's just because everything's just torn out. But trust me, it's going to be great. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be comfortable. It's much softer and lighter in color when it's all done. But you see me just sort of explaining that, that it's just, don't look at this. This is not way it's going to be. But I will have to wait for future vlogs to see how it's really going to turn out. That was in my coat pocket.
Roberta, say hi.
Hi.
Are you proud of how your boat looks? Excited to show it to people?
Not excited to show it to people right now. No.
Even,
got a lot of work ahead of us.
yes.
A lot of work.
Okay, I'm going toward the cockpit. Here you see the hose, which is taking fuel vapors out of the boat. You see everything is masked off. Our beautiful salon with that beautiful ceiling liner. Walking into the boat, everything is a mess, but it's going to get better, don't worry. Now we go to the kitchen, or galley. I even though I've been on boats for many, many years and cruising, I forget, what I should be saying, galley and heads and all of that, and cabins instead of bedrooms, and I just do that. I probably shouldn't do that, but I do. Now I'm in the galley, and here's the galley how it looked when we bought the boat. It looks very nice, but it's dark. It's dark. There's a lot of wood in this boat, and we just needed more light. We just needed more lighter color countertops and rugs, and when we could get it, and just try to lighten things up a bit. So the very dark countertop that you see has been removed, and we have new stone we're putting in, new countertops that are basically like a light cream color with some taupey lines going through, not lines, but striations, and it's going to be much, much nicer. Behind the stove, the stone's going to go up behind, up to the cupboards, and like a huge backwash, and so that's going to really lighten things up, and we'll lighten up the flooring, which is a dark wood with we're going to have a lighter and kind of infinity rug, which is like a vinyl weave that's much, much lighter in color. So we're going to just really lighten things up a bit and get a little bigger not stove, but sink. And we're getting a brand new fridge, freezer that's going in. And on the other side, this is on the port side. On the starboard side, you'll see there's this little settee there with a round tabletop, but and then over in the aft starboard side, there's a cabinet with a freezer. We're keeping the freezer. We're getting a new freezer put in there, but the settee is gone. The little round table is gone. And we're going to have new cabinets going in there. We can see a rendering of that real quickly, but we're sort of calling that our coffee area. We're put in a espresso machine. I'm a very good barista, and I like to make myself lattes every morning. And anybody that needs a latte, I can make. I'm very good, and espressos or whatever you want. Put that on in the coffee area, and then Ken has his Keurig machine. We'll put it there, and then extra storage, because what we needed more than we needed a nice, little settee for two people, and that nobody was ever going to sit at. More storage, and so that is basically what we're doing to change out the galley. That there's a whole lot more that we could talk about later. Anyway, nice talking to you. Bye. Okay, well, let's take a look at the Helm. Basically, every piece of electronics you can imagine are being replaced, and a lot of it kicked off because I wanted TimeZero made by Furuno instead of Garmin. I confess that I think of Fururno's TimeZero as more of a professional level navigation system than Garmin. And I also wanted Furuno radars. I found that you kind of get what you pay for with radar, and I wanted the best I could get. And we're replacing everything, all of the nav system, all of the control systems for the boat, new throttles, new autopilot, new AIS. Basically, we gutted the Helm and are putting it all back together. And it's being done by a guy named Aaron Smith from a company called Yacht Smith out of Seattle. And he's doing an amazing job. So let's take a look at some of what he's going through, and then a quick look at how it's going to look afterwards. One of the things is to put better and bigger monitors. We're using monitors from Hatland, and it's going to be beautiful. So I'll let you enjoy the view. I'm only going to talk briefly about the work going on in the engine room, but there actually is kind of a massive project, which is when I bought the boat, there was a system called Tjisson. For those that are familiar with monitoring systems, a monitoring system just it gives feedback to the person driving the boat as far as the temperatures, things that are running, oil pressures, tank levels, just handy things to know, and it's constantly monitoring in real time what's happening. And there was a very cool system on the boat called Tjisson that was a European system, and which worked beautifully. In fact, it was one of the reasons I bought the boat, because I was impressed with the screens. But it's that thing about pre-purchase and post-purchase. Once I got it and I started looking at it, Tjisson was something that was installed 25 years ago and matched the hardware then. And the boat's been upgraded a few times, and obviously we're doing huge upgrades now. And unfortunately, Tjisson was going to need updated, and Tjisson itself was 25 years out of date. So I started looking into updating Tjisson, and suddenly it's $100,000 to come to the latest version. And because it's a European company and kind of a closed system, every time I wanted to change, I was going to have to get the people in Europe involved. So it was time to instead do Maretron. Maretron's a much easier to work with system, much more flexible. I can define screens myself. There's local people I can call, and I can get it updated almost anywhere in the world. And so I started exploring what it would cost to basically eliminate Tjisson and do our own thing, and or convert over to Maretron. And roughly it's the same cost of just bringing Tjisson current. And so basically the bottom line is I'm ripping out Tjisson, which turned out to be a much bigger job than I thought. Tjisson on this boat practically was running the boat. You couldn't change generators or turn on a light without going through Tjisson. So you'll see in some of these videos some of the work that's going on, and the incredible amount of wires. I just can't believe what I'm seeing downstairs. So we're doing that, and I'll come back to it later and give more of a explanation on both electronics and what we're doing electrically. But for now, here's a quick update on where we're at. Okay, finally we've gotten to the mission critical part of the boat, the hot tub. And you know, those who've been following this on our blog for a while know that Roberta and I like to have a hot tub on our boats. There's nothing better than anchoring in some remote place, sitting at anchor, sipping an adult beverage, and yeah, and enjoying the scenery from a hot tub. Anyway, we weren't sure where to put one, and have had to get VREPAC, the original designers of the boat, involved. But bottom line is that there's a sun pad that sits on the flybridge of the boat, and we're removing that. And that, because it's steel, was, well, I guess it was aluminum, was quite a project to take apart and hollow out. And where the sun pad was, we're putting the hot tub in. So here you can watch the hot tub being loaded onto the flybridge, and we'll end the video there. I thank you as always, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.